There's a new Dogecoin ETF, and there's even an XRP ETF. And apparently the OnlyFans women are buying XRP. Well, it's not financial advice. I wouldn't take any advice from them. I'm Vosk. Let's dig into these new ETFs and how I lost money and then how I made money. Let's dig into it. Mining Disrupt is back.
I'm back.
Again this year, November 11th to 13th, the world's biggest Bitcoin mining expo. And this time, it's in Texas, just minutes from the Dallas-Fort Worth airport. Check it out with the link out in the video description below. It's not just a Dogecoin ETF. This was the first Dogecoin ETF that's US based, easily traded on all your favorite stock market apps, probably. And they did 6 million in their opening day. And it was exciting, I thought. And I was feeling bullish. I was. And I bought. Wish I didn't. I'm down since then. So Doge, D-O-J-E, provides exposure to the price of Dogecoin. This fund holds assets designed to track Doge's spot value, offering a way to gain price exposure without holding the coin. And like, I'm a crypto guy. I literally mine Dogecoin, right? And so if you're a subscriber to the VoskCoin YouTube channel, also known as the coolest people in the world, then you may say, like, Vosk, what are you doing? Why would you have all these Dogecoin miners and then buy a Doge ETF? Like, well, it's simple. It's just, I had some cash sitting in the stock account, wanted to deploy it, and I wanted to see if I could ride the hype of an ETF, right? Because there's a lot of people that don't want to own the cryptocurrency. They may also have investment portfolios where it's easier or more advantageous or the only way possible, right, to say get Dogecoin exposure. Because they may not have the ability, or may be very complicated, or their advisor, whatever, may not want to do it. Adding literally Dogecoin to their portfolio, enter this. It's a financial vehicle to get that, right? And it's going to be the same thing from basically the same place with the XRP ETF. And the XRPR, which is a ticker, is that's losing me money too. I bought shortly after the announcement, and I'm down. XRPR provides exposure to the price of XRP. This fund holds assets to tracking the spot value. That's it, right? So we've got 89 million assets under management in the XRPR, and then we have 27 million in the Doge ETF. Looking at the volumes here, the XRPR is doing significantly more than Doge. And as a crypto guy or girl, that may surprise you, right? Because when you go and you look at Dogecoin, at least in my mind, like, Dogecoin's a top cryptocurrency, whether you love it or hate it. It gets a lot of buzz. And XRP doesn't get a lot of positive buzz like in a lot of the cryptocurrency communities. But when you take a step back, you realize that XRP commands a absolutely wild market cap, right, of $146 billion, contrasted with Doge of $30 billion. But both of these are top 10 cryptocurrencies. So to round out this initial piece of the video of just why would I buy this, I thought it was an easy way to deploy some cash, and that it may track higher as people rush to catch the bull run. It's like, okay, if Doge is pumping, if XRP is pumping, this lags, right? And there's also a lot of people with a lot of money in their stock accounts, and they may not be sitting on Coinbase. They may not want to go over to the crypto section on Robinhood. And Robinhood's an exception. Not all of these stock apps have all of these easy to buy cryptocurrencies within them. So you know, it's I was talking about my 700% gains on IRIN the other day. Now it's like 1,200% gains. So sometimes I win, sometimes I win hard. Other times, I'm maybe a little bit of an eager beaver. So when I bought the Bitcoin ETF, it went down. I lost money on paper. And now I've more than doubled my money, I believe offhand, with the Bitcoin ETFs. The stocks that have just been absolutely booming on a tear have been the Bitcoin mining stocks, which I actually was frustrated about earlier this year because they were lagging behind Bitcoin's performance in general, and they just weren't doing awesome like they did in the previous cycle. But lo and behold, these companies are absolute playmakers. They're realizing that, okay, Bitcoin mining is tough, this and that. We can keep doing that or not. But guess what? We've got big power. We've got secured areas. We've got buildings. We have staff. We have infrastructure. We have internet. We have backup internet. We got internet for our internet, right? It's like a freaking episode of Pimp My Ride. I got a goldfish for my goldfish, and my fridge is, I don't know, I'm sounding ridiculous, but check it out. You'll see what I mean.
Goddamn fish tank in my car. There is a fish tank in the back of my car.
But just a week or so ago, we were talking about Bitdeer was trading around like $18, $16 a share. And, then it went on a tear up towards 26. These stocks are doing great because they're either tripling down with unique advantages on Bitcoin mining, or they're pivoting towards HPC, high power computing, AI. And that's where these stocks are really just ripe to just conquer. Bitdeer in particular, though, is interesting because we look at them and we look at this headline from Blockspace Media, which is basically helmed by Foxley, and he's a good guy. Bitdeer, 452 BTC in September 2025, a 20% increase from August 375, right? So 20% is a big percentage, especially in something like this. But also, if you just look at the numerical value here, right? To go up basically 75 Bitcoin of additional mining rewards. And if you don't know, Bitcoin became more difficult to mine in that period, not easier. Okay, not easier at all. Self-mining hash rate 35 exahash, targeting 40 by October's end. I mean, dude, they are going for it, right? And then there's the HPC AI, 570 megawatt in Ohio, cleared by utility and be available Q3 2026. It's interesting. It's real interesting. It's pulled back a little bit since then, but not much. Iron pulling back a little bit, but I mean, why are we going to talk about a pullback? This looks better than most cryptocurrency charts, and that's what you wanted to see mooning, didn't we? And I've been talking a lot about Canaan. I was talking about it in a video I was recording earlier. I should have bought right after I stopped talking about it, but it was at like 175 or so pretty close to this recent bottom. But basically, I felt that Canaan has had really lackluster stock performance throughout their history as a company, but I think they're really starting to get it together. I think they're starting to get aggressive, and having more of their recent mining rigs, I've also been more impressed with their recent mining rigs, especially compared against their mining rigs and really just manufacturing and market presence in the previous cycle. And they're going big time into self-mining, and the most interesting thing to me is just going to be the fact that they're a sub 1 billion market cap. You look at a lot of the other publicly traded Bitcoin mining stocks, no matter really what they're doing, a lot of them are trading 5 billion plus. And just if I would have focused up and caught this a month ago when I've been looking at it, buy the shares sub $1, and it sucks to have such a good buy. And this is speculative. This may not work out at all. But I think that this is a Bitcoin mining stock that's been lagging behind the others, right? Because when we zoom out over the last year, I mean, it hasn't been that great. We look at the previous cycle, right? It boomed big time, but man, no financial staying power there at all, right? Up to $34 a share if you sold it on the perfect day. And trended down, and it stayed down. I mean, it's been down in the dumps for years. So this is just a little flicker of life in the grand scheme of things. So even at this price, right, full blown bull run, what I hope and dream of, this cycle's been pretty weird, pretty different. This could totally be a 10x. I mean, They were a worse company doing less with not as good hardware, in my opinion, and they traded over 10x this price per share. So obviously there's a little bit more that goes into all of that. Their price earning ratio is -2. Analysts saying buy. They would never steer me wrong, right? Speaking of Bitcoin mining, I would like you to check out the VoskCoin BitX Gamma node. Manufactured, sold, and shipped by Power Mining. We collaborated with them on this, and I went into this with them, and I was like, hey, like, this is what I want to build. I don't want to just put my logo on a BitX and be like, oh, it's a VoskCoin edition BitX. Like, that would be fine, that would be cool, but I wanted to make something unique, something that wasn't in the market, something that was proud of, something that had a real purpose. And you may get sticker shock, at the price. First off, code VoskCoin to save some coin. It takes 10% off. Transparency, how much do I get? I get 10% of every sale, right? So just that goes towards the business, content creation, everything like that. Then understand that this is a Raspberry Pi 5 with beefy specs. We're talking 16 gigabytes of RAM and a 2 terabyte SSD Lexar memory. So if you went to Umbrel and bought their plug and play home node device with these specs, it's $500. $500, and then you add a BitAx on top of that and you put in the discount code. This is right in line with all the market values for this stuff. I'm not trying to fleece anybody. There's only going to be 200 of these made. If you enjoy the content and if you want to have an awesome mining experience and all just one nice sleek package, please check it out and support the channel. This may not be a product for everyone, but it's a product I think is very cool, very proud of, and this will enable you to self-mine Bitcoin, solo mine Bitcoin, run your own Bitcoin node, whether you want to run Core or NOTs, with literally just a click within the Umbrel interface. If you've never used it, it's a blissful experience, and I don't say that kind of stuff. And then you can also activate public pool with basically a click, and then you'll be mining to your own node on your own pool, and if you're that lucky, fortunate dude to hit the next Bitcoin block, 0% fees. We're an affiliate with Coin Mining Central. The XT box just recently came out. I don't recommend it. It's way too risky. The box miners have not really played out well in recent history, but they did give us a unique coupon code, VoskXT, that you can punch in to save some coin on these, and it will be cheaper with that code than buying directly from Gold Shell. You do whatever you want to do. I wouldn't even buy it, but if you are gonna buy it, why not get it cheaper than Gold Shell will sell it to you? When you look at the best sellers, it's apparently popular. It's the best seller in here. For me, I'm looking at Bitcoin miners, so I'm buying more S21 XPs. I may grab an A2 Pro just for the fun of it when those start shipping. And yeah, link out below. Support the channel if you want. You can always buy a Kaspa miner if you'd like. It's trending on Twitter for some reason. If you've watched any of our mining farm immersion videos, you'll know the legend Dennis. He loves Kaspa. Pray for him because Kaspa's... I'm sorry, Dennis, I did you dirty again. Kaspa's doing terrible. The mining rewards have plummeted. I mean, the daily emission used to literally be 10 times this. So from a miner point of view, Kaspa has just been atrocious after being, you know, one of the most lucrative plays in a long time. Then you look at the price performance over the last year, down 57%, but it still commands a big market cap for what it is. 1.5 billion, right? $600 million more than Canaan, for whatever that's worth. Top 86 or 86 largest cryptocurrency ranked by coin market cap. Never dull day. I'm Vosk here on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. This is Tails. We run 10 seconds of this super cutie pup. She kickstarted the VoskCoin YouTube journey, and her health condition forced me to go full time. I lost my job when she was sick. It was crazy. It was stressful, but it ended up being you know, a terrible thing that ended up being one of the best things for me, and she came out of it on the other side very healthy. My little tailie just turned 10. It's crazy. I need another 50 years out of her if my heart can go that long with all this caffeine I drank. But anyway, I don't know. I'm just babbling, jabbling, and rabbling. See you later. Good luck. Goodbye. Stay strong. You got it. There's a lot of negativity in this world, a lot of noise. It's overwhelming. And you know, just keep chasing the dream, whatever that is for you. Money's not everything, but being poor sucks. So, gotta find the balance. Goodbye.